Hello, collective, and welcome in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Nehru. Excuse me, confirmation burp. That's funny. Um, but yes, thank you. I am a descendant of Yeshua, Issa, the one known as Christ, Jesus, um, commonly. I am also an extraterrestrial, and here in human form for the 10th and final time for exploration, for learning, for teaching, to gather information, to take it to the future beyond this place. And yeah, so welcome in. If you are here and you are listening to this, then in some way you are interested in what is being said here on this channel. And that could be because you have a genuine interest in spirituality and you are leaving religion, or you found religion to be dormant and lackluster and uh, just full of lies and deception and thievery and untruths and yeah, okay? Or you are a dark energy and you are here to attempt to steal, kill, and destroy, to sow evil intent, to steal information, to yes, okay? In either case, in whichever case, okay, welcome in. Okay. I am in no way afraid of or threatened by spiritual demons, including Apophis Lucifer himself. I've had many discussions with that Negro. And that's not to say that the devil is of African as is known. No, few people are African American. Don't get me started on that. Okay. Most are brown Americans that call themselves African American. They have never even stepped foot off the continent, most of them. Okay? Anyway, again, let me not get started on those bandwagons. Welcome in. Okay, we are going to be doing another tarot reading. Okay? Again, as a reminder, the way that I do my tarot is I take this stack of zodiac cards and I pull tarot. They have been shuffled and cleansed off screen. In fact, the smoke for the cleanse on the sage that I was using was so strong, I actually had to put it out. I put it in the bathroom and just like covered it. It was like smoking, like it was insane. It was crazy, like it was wild. Just from a little bit of sage, like just the last little bit that was left on the stick that I was using. So just interesting, right? So that speaks to, well, I think yesterday we got the card in one of the readings. We got the card less is more at this time, and that is a very good example of how less is more. I enjoy playing golf, and it's been a while since I've played. I'll have to reconstruct my entire swing and everything. Probably it's been 2 years, just because of the bamboozles bamboozlement I just got, bamboozlement that's been going on in my life. And again, if you're here, some of what I say resonates for your journey as well. So you may be dealing with bamboozlement, okay, or getting out of hoodwinkery, whatever that is, okay, or trickery. And so with a golf swing, I'm sitting here making the motion, golf swing motion. When you make the golf swing, okay, if you're stiff, right, and you're really trying to hit, like it doesn't work that way. Okay, less is more. Okay, so be loose, right? Be loose. Be a little flexible. Okay, right. I'm looking at the word artist. Artists are very flexible. Okay, artists typically are very flexible. By the way, when I started this video, it was 441 when I checked the timer. I typically try to check the time before I start the videos. 441. You might be seeing 441 114. Okay? Any of that 414 may resonate with you. If you do see that, that is also the mark of 1212. Okay? So that is the mark of um, dimensional cycle, transitioning or what's the word I'm looking for? Shift, paradigm shift. Okay, That is what that is a sign for. 144. Okay, might be seeing that. Okay, transformation. All right. So again, gonna shuffle the cards. I give 3 shuffles. Again, happy Tuesday to you. I hope you're doing well. Hope your energy's up, and if it's not, then I hope that foot got warm. I hope that so yeah. I'm looking at that. Church is a cult. That card fell down. Okay, to the side, kind of out of the deck, out of the stack. Okay, so we might be talking about today. We might be, or on this reading, we might be discovering more information about that. Church is a cult. Some of the names that are more common that have been coming out collective are Jerome, Nakisha, Keisha. What are some other names? Daniel has been coming out a little bit. Yep. Double initials have been coming out quite a bit. So yeah, so same first last name initial, CC, BB, KK, OO, right, that sort of thing. All right. I think that was 3, but I'm gonna check again. I just checked these earbuds and could have sworn that there was like more than enough charge on them, but they're beeping already. So there may be something about that. All right. So I just continue to pull cards collective until divine guides otherwise. Okay. So we have first out, we have the Lovers, and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So we have the Lovers and the Knight of Wands collective. And with the Knight of Wands, what we are looking at is someone is coming in to speak up about a love, something, right? You might have a secret admirer. Okay. Someone's coming in to express this to you. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me get a light over here. Someone might be like asking you for a light. You got a light? Right. Typically, people who smoke ask that question. You got a light? People ask me that. And then when I did smoke cigarettes, people were surprised that I did smoke cigarettes. So that was interesting. I worked at it was a consulting gig, or it was through an agency back some years ago for, is it LGI Homes, LI Homes, LIG Homes, or something like that. And very interesting experience while I was working there, and not in a negative way either. Okay, but just very interesting. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so as I mentioned, that's no better actually, is it? That's no better. Definitely looking forward to to resources coming in. Okay, so again, collective, right? So that's what we could be looking at there. Let's go ahead and continue to pull cards. Two. Again, twos are prevalent. Twos are prevalent. 2-2. You could be seeing 2-2. Okay. All right. So we are looking at the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. Okay. So we are looking at, with the Two of Swords, we are looking at someone who might be feeling. I'm sorry. With the, did I say 7? Let me look at this. 8. Good thing I checked. Okay. So with the Eight of Swords, we are looking at someone who is feeling stuck. And then with the Two of Swords, let me see. With the Two of Swords, difficulty. So this might be a separate thing here, is what I was trying to see. So this here Might be one thing. That might be one story. Okay, or one leg of this race collective, this love story over here might be, or this union, whatever it is. Could be business, could be reuniting, could be with family, since you, if you've been away from family, it could be anything. Reunions, it could mean anything. Okay, or it could mean romantic love. Okay, but Two of Swords. Okay, so uh, resentment, I just heard. Okay, so someone might be being resentful. Okay, and again, it's important to not just read the card, but also the energy. That's what I was pausing. Okay, so someone's feeling resentful and stuck. Okay, deserted. Ooh, deserted, desertion. I just heard desertion. Okay, that's a military term. Someone might be in the military or former military. If you served honorably, thank you so much. I honor you and thank you for your service. Freedom is not free. I am a military veteran, 8 years Army, 1995 to 2003. Okay, those years might be significant for you, or that branch of the military. Okay, Six of Swords, very common. Six of Swords. So leaving on a jet plane, or in a boat, or on a goat, or however. Okay, so we are looking at, with this, we are looking at Temperance, so Sagittarian, fire energy. Okay, along with the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is, with this, the Page of Cups is showing us that you could have a fire sign coming in. You might be a fire sign coming in or going in. What, you know, I mean, you may be the aggressor is not a good word. You may be the pursuer. Let's just say that. Okay, you may be the pursuer. Okay, who's bringing this gift, this Page of Cups here. Okay, but his Page of Cups speaks to true feelings. Again, this side, this seems to be on this side over here. Okay, so we have grief going on over here, and then we have some traveling going on, leaving a situation, abandonment, walking away, whatever that is. Okay, and again, that could be emotional, mental, spiritually, cutting cords, cord cutting. Okay, if you do not know what that is, you need to find out what spiritual cord cutting is. I bind you in the name of Jesus does not work. Okay, you need to find out what cord cutting is. Okay, and so yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and see who the travel is for. Okay, or whatever else comes out with it. Okay, so a promise offer coming in, true feelings being exposed. This could be someone from the past who's finally deciding to come clean with all their hoodwinkery. Okay, again, I said that word again, hoodwink. Someone was trying to hoodwink you, collective, and they got busted. Okay, and they could have got busted wide open. Someone might like gang banging, or like getting banged by gangs, or however it goes. Okay, so we are looking at, and I don't understand. Give me just one moment. All right, collective. I tried to fix the lighting a little bit. That was getting on my nerves a little bit. All right. So with the king, we have right now the King of Wands. Okay. So with the King of Wands, we are looking at some truth coming forth. Okay. Again, that goes right along with what's this card, the Hermit. Okay. So someone has been perhaps in hiding. Someone's been keeping secrets. Okay. Someone might have been in Hermit deciding what they want to do. Okay, collective? All right. So information coming into you from someone who's been keeping secrets of any sort. Confirmation with the double dog bark. Okay. How many more? Okay, a few. So, okay, so we're not, probably not, yeah, several more cards otherwise. Okay. And then we have the Justice collective. For all to see, I just heard, for all to see. So your justice is going to be on display. I made a paparazzi card today, confirmation with that double dog bark. I made a paparazzi card today. It'll be funny if any of these land in that paparazzi card. Yeah. Get ready, collective. Here's your close-up. Right. I just heard, get ready for your close-up, Mr. DeVille. Right. That's for the demonic one that has their 15 minutes of fame. Okay, here it comes. Hope you got on your makeup, all your wigs, fake ass eyelashes, the fake asses, confirmation, double dog bark again. I think that's Rocky. Rocky's definitely on my side. Okay. Also, there's some interesting connection between me and Sylvester Stallone. I've had dreams. Sylvester Stallone, Jamie Foxx, Sylvester Stallone, Jamie Foxx. Okay, that's it. They're like, don't say anything. Don't say anymore. They're like, don't be giving them. Don't be telling other people who you're connected to spiritually. All right, so okay, here we go. Right, and this is the Nine of Cups. Okay, it's a whole lot of information, collective. It's a whole lot of and emotions. Let's not forget, and emotions. Typically, when you're dealing with any sort of relationship, significant one, romantic, platonic, emotions are involved, right? Emotions are involved. Okay? So we have the Three of Cups collective. Okay? And so with the Three of Cups, this is only just quantifying all of this information over here. That's all it's doing. It's just expounding on all that's over here right now. That's all it's doing. Okay? So with this Three of Cups, we are looking at the power to manifest. Okay, and look, this is what I look at this card. Look at this card, and I'm maybe explaining this or seeing it for the first time. So you see how they're with this manifestation here. You see this glow down here. That's not coming in very clearly. You see that glow down there. Okay, from the root chakra. You see the glow from the grounding. Okay, and then you see, right? And I just got masculine energy, feminine energy, balanced manifesting. You want to know how you manifest, collective? Faster, better, clearer, more precise, more accurate. Okay. Balanced energy right there. Okay. Again, you don't get that by saying thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. You don't know. And tarrying means to wait, by the way. Okay. I'm looking at Bosnia, classic bait and switch. Okay. So someone's playing games, collective. Someone's playing games. We got when I say someone's playing games, I mean someone's playing games. Shadow games. Okay. We are in the midst of a retrograde. We are in the midst of a full moon, still eclipse, blood moon effects. Okay. It's a busy esoteric time of the season, of the year, as we near the end of 2024. Energetically, the end of that day is 331. The end of the year is 331. Okay, collective. Right. So let's keep going. Looking at meditate on it, collective. Meditate on it. Jubilee. This is what I call the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands I call Jubilee. So Jubilee collective, you could be in Jubilee energy. You could be in Jubilee energy. Or you are about to be. Okay? Jubilee energy. Okay, rejoicing. This could be with family. This could be with friends. This could be with coworkers. This could be because of a promotion. This could be because of anything, collective. Anything. All right? So yeah. All right? Yeah. All right. Someone was looking in here, so I had to close the curtain. I don't want them looking at me. Right? That reminds me, when we were growing up, the first gen of us, by the way, I was presumed or assumed to be the eldest of like 17 because of the person I grew up thinking was my father was not. He's a polygamist uncle. But that's another story. Um, but one of the girls that we grew up with for part of the time, her name was Aisha. And Aisha is another one of those children born Not from that situation. She has a different father. But her mother is in that situation, okay, with Kevin, and has been since she was 19 years old. Her name is Christina. That may resonate with you, okay? CH or CS, Smith or Heiser, may also resonate with you. Um, and Christina still follows his orders today, to my knowledge. Certainly up until 2014 when um, we put him away. Those of us who were willing to speak the truth and unafraid. Okay? But she used to say, don't, no look of me. Okay? I said all of that to say that. She used to say, no look of me, no look of me, right? When she was like 2 or 3 years old. Right? And Aisha was probably born in 1986, probably. 5, yep, 6, yep, probably 6. I'm going to guess 6. Right? She's in the Chicago area, Bolingbrook area, Springfield, Illinois. That area up there. That's where Aisha is. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of the song too. Aisha, you are the dun 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 dun. I don't know who sings that song. Is that Soul for Real or something? The same group that sings My. Do you ever dream of candy coated raindrops? Something, right? Is that the same group? I don't know. Again, I know a lot of songs, lyrics, I guess because of the way my brain works, but I do not know artists. I'm bad at that. I would fail at that type of trivia game unless it was all about lyrics. We have 2 cards coming out. Again, that's common, doubles, and we have the judgment. So we have the justice, we have the judgment, and we have the temperance. I call that the 3 laws. You heard that dude? I paused right on time. He's like, "Yo, yeah, now you get it. Now you get it. Now you get it." Right? So judgment, justice, and temperance. The the 3 governing things in the tarot, cards in the tarot. Confirmation with that startup, baby. Hey, you discover new stuff. Truths that are downloaded every single day. Me and Enoch, we on speed dial. That's Archangel Metatron. We on speed dial. Speed dial. In fact, I don't know if he even ever goes anywhere. I'm kidding. Right? The Fool. Okay? But energy is energy, right? The Fool. Okay, collective? So, once we... Oh, I didn't take a look at these other cards. So we have the... Oh, the 10 of Wands. Okay? So we have the 10 of Wands. Okay? With the 10 of Wands, we are looking at accomplishment. And this accomplishment comes through with the Rev. Someone might call themselves Rev. What's up, Rev? Or somebody might call someone Rev. What's up, Rev? That's not even a biblical title. The word reverend is not in the Bible or any other canonical text. Okay? As a key position in the body of divine sight. And I said divine sight. Okay? So, we are looking at, with the 10 of Wands, accomplishment, achievement, success, and we have the Judgment card. Ah, man. It's looking good. I think the Fool card is going to be the last one, and then we'll go ahead and dig in. Okay? And when I say dig in, I mean insert the tarot into the stack, into what I call the birthday cake. Okay? And then we'll go ahead and show what we can see. Okay? All right. Let me go ahead and count the cards up very quickly. Let's find out how many we have. $18 collective. That seems to be right in there. Seems to be right where the energy is flowing at. 18-19. This morning it was 14-7-7. I also got a 7-7 earlier today. 144 is or could be a 7, right? 4 plus 4 minus 1. Okay. Numerology works in mysterious ways. Okay. Confirmation with the horn honk. Numerology works in mysterious ways. Mathematics works on science. And man, is there a difference. Okay? So, let's go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and place these here collective like this. I can move this over here, I guess, and do it on the screen, although I don't know if it'll stay up, and that was my concern. Yeah, that was my concern. Okay, so yeah, so I just slide them in here like this. Just slide them, just however they need to go. Just slide them, just like. Oh, Jennifer is being exposed. Look at that. It fell down. Jennifer is being exposed. It fell down. Collective. Jennifer. And nothing else. The other side of the card facing this way, this one, is blank. Jennifer is being exposed. What's on the other side of Jennifer for us to see? Jennifer is being exposed might make you wealth and Richie. Someone might be Richie. Okay, Richie, Richard. Okay, Ricky. Okay. Ooh, I'm healing pylon. Someone's going to hit a pylon? Ooh, whoa. Oh, man. Peace and comfort to the family. Oh, man. They're, his name is Hector Cuevas. Okay, Hector Cuevas. Okay, and Hector Cuevas Jr. Okay, someone might be the second. Junior, go by Junior, be called Junior. Okay, or again, be the second. Or named after someone. They could be the third or the fourth or the fifth, but the point is they're named after someone. Okay. He was in a chase with a guy or guys who stole a car. He was hit by a car, and this happened on yesterday. Hit by a car. His police car hit a pole and split in half, and he died instantly. And literally, the car is split in half. San Bernardino County. I mean, the pictures alone are just like, it's hard to take in that someone was sitting in that thing that split. It's literally one half of the car is on one side and one half of the car is on another. The police car split in half. I mean, he was 36, a wife and two daughters, or a wife and two sons. Just peace and comfort to that family. Again, we don't always understand why things happen the way that they do. The hope is that through our journeying and journaling, Akashic record, journaling, that we will begin to see and understand why things happen, even those things that appear to be tragedies at a glance or first consideration. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Again, Jennifer looks to be exposing, or Jennifer could be exposing something. Okay, I know several Jennifers. All right, but what is this? Oh, the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is exposing or showing willpower. Showing willpower. Okay, and then we have the name Tyra. Okay, so Tyra might be showing great willpower at this time, or Tyra might need to show great willpower at this time. On the other side, we have Greece. Okay. There's a fly in here. There hasn't been a fly in here. I'm looking at the name William. There hasn't been a fly in here in forever. So, monitoring spirits collective, pay attention. Monitoring spirits, pay attention. Okay? Wherever that fly is, I will give it opportunity to get out. But if it doesn't, it will get smashed. Okay. All right. Looking at the name William here on the side. Gertrude or Geraldine or Geraldine, Gerald, Gertrude, Gert. Okay. for a little while in the military at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. I lived next to, and the woman I was married to lived next to a Gert. Okay, she was a funny, nosy ass woman. She was older, probably Gert was probably in her late 60s, early 70s, probably back then. And that was in the mid to late 90s, right? I was at Fort Bragg for resonating sake. I was at Fort Bragg from 1995 to 1998. Rosalind, okay, on the other side of Gerald or Geraldine. Okay, so I'll put that there. And that's for the fool. And then on the other side of the fool card, so Geraldine could be a fool. Geraldine could be played like a fool. Geraldine could be trying to play you like a fool. Again, you could be Tyra. Tyra could be anyone. Again, our assistant, Echo, is out and probably out forever. I'll have to get order another one. And so I call that our assistant. So it's been out since the retrograde started, so I take it that it is. It was already shorting out anyway, the cord was, for whatever reason. Okay. And so with, East Coast. Is that right? Hold on. Okay. No. Okay, so East Coast is what the other side says, and I was just making sure I was doing this correctly. Okay. East Coast. Kevin, you could be dealing with Kevin. Looking at the names Cameron, Kathy with a C, Kathy with a K, Wesley. Cameron, Kathy, Wesley, Kathy with a C or a K, Cat, Kathy, Caddy, Chatty, Kathy. Someone might have had one of those dolls. I think that was a doll. Looking at the word engagement, pata, that engagement could be anything, business or personal. All right. Next, Bosnia-Herzegovina. I saw that earlier. Then I said Bosnia earlier, so there's something about Bosnia-Herzegovina. I'm going to be doing another State of the Union at some point in time, probably sooner than later, another spiritual State of the Union. Okay, so we pull, with this one, we have the Temperance, okay, one of the governing cards, okay, one of the governing cards. We pull Bosnia-Herzegovina, and then the Temperance is between Bosnia-Herzegovina and card games, okay, so someone might like playing card games, someone might think they're playing a card game, when you are actually playing with real chips. I don't know what that means, because I'm not a gambler in that way. Something about Jelly Bean, or someone's nickname could be Jelly Bean. Joe Jelly Bean Bryant comes to mind. Joseph, okay, also Joe Jelly Bean Bryant and his wife are racist. They don't like Vanessa, Kobe Bryant's wife. They did not approve of her, and they never did. They did not go to the wedding. Okay. Behind Bosnia-Herzegovina, I'm looking at Budapest. Okay. Bosnia-Herzegovina with the Temperance. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Oh, looking at the name Melinda. Melinda. On the other side, nothing on the other side of Melinda. There might not be nothing, I don't know, left for Melinda. The names Tobias, Rory, Cohen, and Kenneth. Any of these names? Tobias, Rory, Cohen, Kenneth, Kenny, Ken, Kendall. I don't know why I'm hearing Schenectady. What does Schenectady mean? Okay, air sign. Right, Shiva. Someone could be Hindu. Hindi. Someone could be, okay. That could be their primary foundation for their belief system. Okay. We are looking at the King of Wands. Okay. And so with the King of Wands, what we are looking at is someone coming in here, okay, with truthfulness and honesty. You know something, I was looking up words today that have the most S's in it, okay? And in the English language, right, the English, Western English language, 7. And there's a lot of words with 7 S's in them, surprisingly. 7 is what the most, and there are several, like I said, which surprised me actually. Okay? So there might be something about a bunch of snakes. 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 Okay? But we are one too. We are the mamba, so they can step on up if they want to. A black mamba, we get them, right? So religious demons, okay? That might be the cause of why somebody whose name, the other card facing the King of Wands, is Maurice. We're getting a lot of names this reading. That's good, okay? Speaks of clearer energy, by the way, as well, okay? Maurice, okay? Or the energy catching up with the cards, okay? That could, or the cards catching up with the energy, okay? Maurice. Again, Maury, Marcellus, Mordecai. Is there someone named Mordecai Walker? I know there's a Hezekiah Walker. Religious demons. There could be something about Yolanda Adams, or either of those names together or separately. Okay, water sign. Okay, I'm just going through these. Julian, Juliana, Gianna, Gigi. Okay, Georgia, Georgina, George of the Jungle. Someone might think they're Tarzan, but they're really an ape. All right, so next we have another one of the governing cards. We have the Judgment. Okay, Judgment. So between the Judgment card, we have, or on either side, we have the Fox. Okay, someone might be sly like a fox, cunning like a fox. It's good to be cunning, and it's good to be sly at times. I'm reminded of John Pierpont Morgan and how he ruled and ran the American economy all by himself. That's why the Federal Reserve was created. I love reading about Sarbanes-Oxley and all that. I love business law. And when I was in school, I even asked my business law professor, I asked her, I was looking into getting my LLM, but then I got sick and was on dialysis for 4.5 years due to witchcraft. Healed on 7/7 of 17. Check that out. Okay, Fox. Someone might also think you are Fox, or someone might be Fox. Someone's name could be Vivica. Okay, Fred, Red, Jamie, Brown, like Foxy Brown, Pam Greer, okay, Lori, okay, could be spelled this way or any other, Lori, Larry, Lowry, Miami. Feminine energy needed at this time, collective. Earlier we got masculine energy, and it was right on target because that was the energy of the day, of the start of the day, the first part of the day. All right. All right. Oh, okay. So here we go. All right. And then we have the Four of Swords. Oops. And with the Four of Swords, we have, oh, that's what we had, Miami. I'm sorry. Okay. So you could be leaving to go to Miami, traveling from wherever you are to go to Miami. You could be leaving Miami. Okay. Interestingly, I don't even know why, but the other day, was it, yeah, yesterday, last night, while I was meditating, something, Miami International Airport definitely came to mind. So there may be something going on with Miami International Airport. We're looking at investigation right here. Look at that, under Miami. So there may be something going on right here, collective, okay, with you or someone you know. Miami. Welcome to Miami. Party in the city where the heat is on, all night on the street, all night on the beach till the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami. Okay? And Croatia on the other side of Miami. Okay? There might be a Miami, Croatia for all I know. Okay? All right? And there we go, collective. Again, someone could be leaving from Croatia, flying to Miami. Again, traveling. It could be just that simple. It could be just that simple. Or leaving Miami, flying to Croatia. Okay, it could really be that easy. All right. Okay, we have Greco-Roman. Between Greco-Roman on one side of the hermit and Master Builder 33 on the other. Greco-Roman. You could be Greco-Roman, have a Greco-Roman ancestry. Okay. Or you in some way identify with these. Okay, I've noticed some things about me, and again, whatever I share may resonate with you, and that's the reason why I share it. For me, like when I sit in the typical meditative pose, with your legs crossed, right, in the typical Buddha position, I don't sit with my legs crossed. Okay, I like it better to sit with my feet facing each other. Okay, so the bottoms of my feet facing each other. I like that better for energy connectivity and stuff like that. And I started sitting like that when I was a kid. I'd never liked sitting with my legs crossed. I've never liked that. Also, I've noticed also over time that if I am getting if I'm sitting there and something's your spirit's talking, ancestors, I'm getting communication, esoteric, whatever's happening or whatever, right? If I uncross my legs, it's better, and there's definitely something to that, as your legs are your roots, okay, and that is what connects you to Gaia, Earth, Mother Earth, Anthea, okay. So again, I share all of that for a reason. Okay, Master Builder 33, you might be, I am. If you want to know if you are a Master Builder, and if you are, there are Master Builder 11s, 22s, 33s. These are known as Master numbers. If you want to know if you, hear the confirmation. If you want to know if you are a Master Builder, you take the month that you were born, the year that you were born, the last two digits, okay, 84, 92, 78, 65, all of those are significant. I just named off numbers, okay? And you find out that the month, date, and year, again, last two digits only, don't add up to 19 or the 2000 or the 20 if you're born after 2020, okay? Or 2000, not 2020. Hopefully you're not born after 2020 and listening to this. That would be interesting. So anyway, you could time travel. So yeah, if that adds up to an 11, a 22, or a 33, all three of those sets of numbers, those three groups, then you are one of those master numbers. Again, 11, 22, 33. Okay, for me, that's 11, 29, 74. Okay, so there you go. Anything on the other side of Master Builder? Nope. There's two cards, one stuck. It said, what in the Sam Hill? Behind Master Builder, it says, what in the Sam Hill? Okay, we have the Lover's card. And then on the Lover's card, we have Isis. Okay, and I just flipped this deck over and it says Bom Dia. Okay, that's Bom Dia. That's good morning in Portuguese. Okay, right? So someone could be connected to countries where Portuguese is the main language. Lover's card, also on the other side of that, we have Isis. Okay, you could be connected to Isis. I pulled, just on my own today, 2 Egyptian oracle cards, and Ra and Anubis came out, and I got them sitting over to the side right there, keeping us company all day. Okay, keeping us company all day. All right. On the other side of the Lovers, we have hidden musical gifts. Okay, and I'm looking at Wine and Chill on top of the stack. Nothing on the other side. Okay, collective, you could be discovering you have hidden musical gifts, or you could be deciding to utilize that gift at this time. Okay, perhaps it was been dormant. Perhaps you were waiting on a spiritual impartation, or what have you. Okay, we are connected to one another. Okay, so you could have been waiting on a connection from David Bowie. You could have been waiting on a connection from who knows. Okay, all right. So Uh, Again, wine and chill on top. Next, we have the tarot card is the Two of Swords. Okay, and so we have with the Two of Swords, we know we have stuck energy. Okay, someone's again split between two. That's how I see that. The knife split between two. She's standing between knives on both sides. Okay, undecided, contemplating. You might not have enough information. You might be waiting on additional information, or someone might be afraid to make the decision that they know they need to make. Okay, contemplating, overexerting themselves in an effort to avoid something. L.A. Okay, La, Anthony, New York. Okay, could be significant. New Jersey could be significant. Carmelo. Okay, abundance. Okay, also I just got synchronicity sakes. For synchronicity's sake, in 2024, the Los Angeles Dodgers won the pennant. Fernando Venezuela ascended. And the Philadelphia won Super Bowl. Mr. Kobe Mamba Bryant is connected with all of that. Can I get an amen? Something about an amusement park. Okay. Colorado. California love. Oh, looking at the name Theodore. It didn't come up with the rest of the cards, so it was definitely meant to be seen. And the name Autumn. Something about autumn. Something happened in autumn. That could be someone's name. Okay. Any of the seasons could be someone's name, right? Winter, summer. I once heard a story about someone who named their daughters seasons of like that. Theodore. Okay. There may be some connection to any of the characters on The Cosby Show. Okay. Theodore Huxtable. Okay. There might be something about TH, HT, HT, HT flat. What is that? HT flat. TH, THC, TH, T, hallucinogen? I don't know. Okay. Autumn. Okay. On one side of the Seven of Swords. So again, that's the despair. Okay. So on one side of that, we have autumn. On the other side, we have Tulsa. So autumn could be in Tulsa. Someone could have been going through this since autumn who's in Tulsa or somewhere else in Oklahoma. This says Tulsa. Okay. All right. Anything on the other side of autumn? Oh, on the other side of autumn, it says undercover lover. So someone has an undercover lover. They might be connected to Tulsa, Oklahoma. It could be Theodore, or anyone else in this card, these names in these cards, that has not come out or won't come out. Your intuition knows. Okay, again, cards only clarify. You already know. Okay? You shouldn't be surprised whenever you listen to a tarot reading. You already know. Okay, it always should be like, yep, that's a confirmation. That's weird. That's not for me. Or it should just be just like that. Okay, you know if it's for you or not. Okay, some readers try to force things upon you by speaking about the same thing constantly. Okay, all they talk about are love readings. Don't nobody want to hear about love reading every damn day. Don't nobody want to hear about that. Just like nobody wants to hear about the stock market every single, like no one wants to hear that in a reading. I'm talking about no one wants to hear that. No, that gets boring and stale after a while. Okay, so we are looking at justice, and on either side of justice, we have the name Latoya. That, I forgot, that's a common name that comes out. Latoya, Toya, something about a Toyota. Okay, okay. Again, you see L.A. here. L.A. La. Okay. La 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 la. Is that I love you? That's a 60 song. And then on the other side of that, we have stealing your sacral energy. Hot damn block the motherfucker. Stealing your sacral energy. Hot damn block the motherfucker. Okay? Don't let them do it, collective. Don't let them do it. You know how you avoid this? By removing them, first of all, from your atmosphere, your physical atmosphere. Pictures, clothes, gifts, whatever, jewelry, anything. Get them out. They could have brought you a roll of tissue that's in the bathroom and it's your last one. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Okay? Whatever they gave you, get rid of it. Physically, hopefully whatever they gave you, you can get rid of. Health-wise, hopefully whatever they gave you, you can get rid of. Okay? Don't be giving it away. Don't be giving it away. I'm looking at the word reverend. Okay? There's something about a reverend. I don't think there's anything on the other side of that. On the other side of Latoya, nope. Okay, so there we go. Okay, looking at the word reverend. I mentioned it earlier, so that must be significant at this time. Turn it over. That side is blank, but we expose. Again, we got this card too today. Earlier today, a two-time and player. Okay? Two-time and player collective. So again, any of these places, locations, okay, parts of this may flow. For instance, 5 minutes of it flows with your story, and then there's an injection of something that is not, and so on and so forth, right? That's how tarot is, because it reads energy, especially a collective tarot reading. Okay? So here we are with the Eight of Cups, okay? And on the Eight of Cups, the other side, the other side is showing two-time player, okay? And collective. I shuffled these cards, cleansed these cards 50 million gajillion times before I came back on. Take a look at this. I just made this card yesterday. Or I think yesterday, day before. Okay. It's been out twice already today. So there you go, collective. Then I'm looking at names Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien. Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien. Okay, someone could work for the DEA. Okay. Someone could go by Etta James, right? Henry, Harry. Then we have drink more water. Okay, collective. Let's drink more water. And Knight of Wands. Okay. So the other side of the Knight of Wands. Oh, excuse me. Drink more water is the one side. Okay. Let me put that card down there. And government cult is the other. Okay. Government cult collective. Take a look. So there's a government cult working somewhere. Okay. Government cult. And what's behind government cult is the name Jacqueline. I'm looking at Vatican Secrets. Woo! Look, collective. Look at that. Vatican Secrets and a cult. Or I said a cult. Government cult. Okay? Collective. And again, that could be anything. There are government programs that are being ran on people that are birthed in this place. There are scientific experiments. Absolutely. Seeing exercise more. Now it says, and then we get the message of masculine energy is needed at this time. Collective. So you need to just be balanced, right? That's all that means. You just need to be balanced. Okay, again, there we go. Okay, with being blessed by the ancestors, with the manifestation of, creation of. Okay. Resurrection, 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 resurrection. I like that. Okay. Drinks. Someone could be inviting you out for drinks. You could be having a drink right now. If you are, I hope you're enjoying it wisely. Pugs. Okay. And I don't mean wisely like drink and drive. I mean wisely like who you are around. Okay. So we have the Page of Cups. Okay. And again, Page of Cups speaks of true feelings. Okay. So someone's going to be honest with us, collective. Someone's coming in, pouring their heart out. Again, you'll have to use your own discernment as to whether or not you speak to them. I'm not here to tell you how to run your life. You have intuition of your own, and if it's not on, turn it on, or be left in the dark. Okay, Geraldine. We had Geraldine earlier, but here we go with Gerald or Gerard. Okay, again, Gigi. That could be significant. Okay. Good God. Someone might be saying, good God. That's GG. Someone could be saying that. Okay. Colossal mistake on the other side of Gerald and Geraldine. See, child kidnapping ring. That might be associated with whatever's going on here with whatever these cults and whatever that stuff is. Okay, collective. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't put that there. That wasn't part of the actual. Okay. All right, next. The card that is being shown is the Shadow Moon. Okay, moon. Again, we're in retrograde, so a lot of cleansing your energy. Okay. That sage, before I came on, was working overtime. Spiritual hallucinations. I mentioned hallucinations earlier, didn't I? Spiritual hallucinations. Okay. So that's okay. So that's one side. Okay. Then the other side, also I'm looking at murder spree. Isaiah. Okay. That could be the prophet Isaiah. Okay. Isaiah could be back. There could be also him back as a reincarnation. Okay. What else? Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah something dealing with rank. Isaiah might be rank. Wither. Okay. Isaiah. Okay. Spiritual hallucinations. Needing medical assistance. So someone's going to need medical assistance that's in the shadows or keeping secrets or part of a government cult. Okay. The next to last card that we are looking at is the Four of Wands, the Jubilee. And we're looking at braids or dreads, someone who has braids or dreads, collective. That person might need medical attention. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Or they might be aware of that situation. The person with braids or dreads could be the person who's coming in with the medical assistance. Okay. And lastly, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay. And I think I said earlier for the Ten of Wands. Was I mistaken? Let me go back and look at the card. It was the Page of Cups. I think for the Page of Cups, I think I said something about true feelings. I said something about true feelings. Okay. Yeah, true feelings. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. Ten of Wands. Okay. So we're talking about. Give me a moment. Let me listen. Responsibility. Chalking something up to lessons learned. That's. I can't even stress how important that is. Chalking something up to lessons learned. Okay, that's responsibility. Okay, there are 3 stages of human growth: infancy, adolescence, and maturity. Adolescence is after you leave your parents' house. Up until that time, no matter what time you leave, no matter what age, no matter your mindset, okay, no matter the amount of pubic hairs you have, you are in the infant stage so long as you are under their authority. When you are released from the nest, then you are in the adolescent stage. Okay? And then you reach the age of maturity, most later than sooner. Okay? So let's keep on rocking. Keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby. Okay? So, yes. So we are looking at accomplishment, responsibility, with that 10. Okay? 50s kids, you could be someone who was born in the 50s and could have been a kid in the 50s, or you could be immature in your 50s, or someone you're dealing with is immature in their 50s. Okay? Let's see. Oh, and that's it. Oh, we have one more card on the other side. Win-win situation, collective. That's a good way to end on that note. Huh? Win-win situations. Okay? Whatever happens is fair. Whatever the judgment is. Okay? Whatever arrest, whatever imprisonment, whatever sentencing, whatever physical deaths, whatever physical isolation, spiritual isolations, meaning they have no help. Okay? They are turned to the dark side. Religious people call that, what do they call that? Not a backslidden heart. They call it, what do they call it? I just heard the way of the goat, but that's, what do they call that? Yeah, I forget what they call that. So thankfully I've left religion, and literally I've forgotten, yeah, thankfully, a lot of those crazy ass terms and processes and things that keeps us so inundated with just nonsense. Okay? Collective, thank you so much. I think both readings today so far have been right at about the same time, or as far as the length is concerned. Yeah, so thank you so much for being a part of the journey here. Again, my name is Nehru. I am an esoteric being, spiritual guide, and descendant of Yeshua, extraterrestrial, earth angel, seahorse, and peacock. Thank you so much. As always, be encouraged.